What's good, y'all? I guess we'll go ahead and hop straight into this one because I've been finding myself getting really deep into my contemplative bag, but that just tends to happen when the seasons change. But I was in my bag for like a solid 3 or 4 hours last night. To me, it really felt like a solid 20-30 minutes. But when I stopped playing my game at like 9:30, it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning by the time I came back. Got out of my head and I came back and said, all right, let's get back to, it's what time? Oh, snap. All right, let me get my ass in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I got a very simple message last night, something that I've reminded y'all of, and sometimes I need my own reminders of it. You gotta keep moving forward. Recently, I've been delving back into the occult knowledge, the occult wisdom. Reading the words of the mystics. Christian mysticism, regular non-denominational mysticism, but mysticism seems to be my path. And I've been getting back into that world. And as I'm partaking in more higher vibrational content, I'm starting to have a better conversation with my intuition again, because yes, I've been working on my lower self, which means my vibration was too low for me to grasp the concepts that were up there. And as I'm getting back up to my higher self, one of the things I'm starting to realize though is I have to move forward. That was the message I got. And I got into this very, very neat state where it just felt like there was a nice thin warm blanket over me. I've been communicating with the selves, elementals, with Arcturians, anything benevolent, and you got a download for me, hey, I'm here for it. What you got? And that's where I've been feeling like this. I've been in this transitionary period where it's just wait, why am I feeling lost? Why do I feel like my head's just been in the storm recently, and now the storm has passed? I'm getting recalibrated, if you will. That's what my whole experience has been feeling like for the past month. But I can honestly say I'm coming out of the tunnel, I'm coming out of the storm, and it feels good to be back in this position. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to be back. I have to keep moving forward. And I asked myself for more information on that. And I was like, what do you mean though by move forward? Yes, move forward, but from what? And it was pretty much in everything. Move forward in everything. And that could be interpreted in many different places. I've decided now that I'm going to move forward. I made the decision to move forward in whatever aspect I need to. Everything in life is whatever path you take is all based off of one decision. If you made the decision to turn left, your experience is going to take you in that direction. If you decide to turn right, you're going to go in that direction. Both of those experiences are going to be completely freaking different based off of one decision. So make the good decision to say, you know what? I am making the decision right here, right now to grow. I am making the decision right here, right now to become healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm making the decision right now to leave everything behind that is no longer serving me and continue to move forward and grow and prosper. You know what I'm saying? So when I go back and ask myself, hopefully the wind isn't messing this up, but it's when I go back and ask myself, what do I need to move forward from? There's some things that I need to leave behind. Right? Limiting beliefs that I need to leave behind. I need to move forward away from those things. I know I always say, don't move away from what you don't want. Move forward, move towards what you want. But you know what I'm saying? In regards to me just moving forward, I have to leave some things behind. I keep moving forward, and some things will just fall off by the wayside, right? But then I have to move forward, as in move forward with the plan, execute the plan. So it's okay, what's the plan to become the most magical, mystical individual you've ever met that looks like a normal person? That's one of my goals. So, all right, move forward with that plan. Don't listen to some kill, drill, murder music all the time, and listen to some audio books. Listen to some high vibrational content. Go back to the occult. Learn from different mystery schools, all that type of stuff. That's just where I've been the past week, and I can't lie, I feel so happy. It's I feel so happy that even my breathing has just been expanding. For those of you in my Discord chat, I dropped that link to basically I told y'all learn how to breathe, and that was a very good introduction into it. Because breathing is very important for me, speaking, making these videos, especially when I get my long-winded shit. You know what I'm saying? When I start speaking, the breath is very important, because if I don't breathe right, I'll be gasping for breath when I'm talking to y'all, like a rapper, like a hip hop artist, a singer, if they don't have breath control, the song doesn't come out right. It doesn't sound the same because they're either gasping for breath or they sound good in the studio, but then in the real life performance they haven't mastered that breath control because, hey, there's no auto tune, there's no editing in real life. You got to get it going. You know what I'm saying? So you have to come prepared with foundational skills. Ever since starting to rise from my lower self up to my higher self again, it's just like, I see why the balance is necessary. It helps you appreciate being in that state because, like I said in my couple of videos, it's like I do get lonely. That's the lower aspect. That's the negative expression of my position and my own personal experience. I get lonely because I don't find as many people like me just casually walking around. However, that started to beat me down, and because that was starting to lower my vibration, that was starting to make me become more stagnant. And like, there's no one like that around me. Why do I have to be so different? The same way I joke y'all in the retention path is the same way I joke myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, look at me sound like a little whiny bitch. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's keep on moving forward. Maybe my people are waiting for me further down the line, and I'm just sitting here wallowing in my own self-pity. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses when you get to a higher vibration because you start to, when your vibration rises, you start to look at life from a causational standpoint instead of the effects. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't get healthy until they have a heart attack, until they have a stroke, until they can't feel their leg, until they see their hair falling out, until they're balding. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to keep on frivolously giving their bodies away in casual sex. Once again, I don't mind you. You go out here and have fun, live your life. However, you can't keep wondering, damn, why I got that itch, bro? Damn, why is it burning when I piss? Damn, why has my life been going on? Why have I been stubbing my toe? Why have I been tripping all over the place? Why ain't my car battery been working? Damn, why are my people at my job talking to me like this? All because all the stuff, all the energies that you're taking in from all these people you laying with. Once again, I'm not shaking the shame bell at people with that. Nah, you living your life, I'm living mine. I'm just saying, be more conscious of what you're doing. Because all these things, whether you're conscious of them or not, are accruing karma, are accruing the atoms that you are using to attract other atoms that are likewise to it. When you are enveloping yourself in a certain energy, that is what you attract. We got women out here said niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. We got dudes out here, yo, all these hoes the same. These bitches ain't worth nothing. That's the mindset that you are carrying. Therefore, your world is going to inhabit that. Those are the worlds that you are voluntarily speaking out into the ether. So your world is going to consist of more of that. How about you elevate yourself? Yeah, I'm a real nigga. I'm a boss bitch. How about you elevate from that? This huge ass dictionary of words that we could be using to describe ourselves. And you pick bitch and nigga. Elevating from that, because I know there's some people that are trying to elevate from different perspectives in their lives. Okay, well, and I'll catch myself slipping saying this from time to time, but like, oh, I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to do that. Well, stop trying to do it and do it. Ironically with the hoodie I'm wearing, but like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a very catchy phrase. Just do it. Stop trying to do things, because what does that imply? That implies that whatever it is that you're trying to do is not already a completed thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need to focus on the end goal, and everything in the midst will figure itself out. As long as you stay, as long as you maintain a strong belief in your end goal that it will come into manifestation, it will come into fruition, then you don't have to worry about the small details in between. I told y'all, I like my life to be simple. I like my life to be easy. Another reason why I love to be friends with women, because especially black women are the most magical beings on this planet. When you are dealing with a woman that knows her power and you see the things that they manifest, my friends that I talked about, oh my God, it's crazy how that just lined up. It's crazy how that just lined up. And I'm just sitting here, you don't even realize that this is just you manifesting every single experience that you want. And it's just happening quicker and quicker and quicker. And sometimes they get it and sometimes they don't. But this is why you're in my circle. This is why you're my friend. Because I get to watch y'all, and because I see how easily it is for you, I use it as a reminder for myself to keep moving forward in my aspirations until it's as easy for me through hard work and dedication that it is for you naturally. Black woman, so-called black woman, carbonated black woman, melanated, neuromelanated black woman, blah, 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 all the words we use, you know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've just chosen to move forward in all aspects of my life. Where I was extremely antisocial, I've chosen to move forward from that limiting belief. And now I'm still not the most social individual, but It's like I'm moving forward from being antisocial to the point that I can carry my own weight in any type of conversation. I've moved forward from a negative thought form, right? But then when it comes to, like, for me, my individual expression is still very important to me. So I've chosen to move forward with executing the plan. Okay, I'm about to get weird with it. I'm about to do a whole bunch of stuff that I like, and I'm gonna put it together like a mystery box. I'm about to be walking around like people that be hating on the spiritual journey app, truth seekers, path of life. They'll be like, yo, look at this dude trying to look spiritual. Look at this dude trying too hard. Fam, I just got my first walking cane. I am so-called 28 years old right now, and I got a walking cane. Why? Because I like it. I like old stuff like that. I'm an old soul, but it has an owl etched into it. I left it at home. I walked out to the park without it. But nevertheless, it's like I'm gonna be 28 some years old, walking around with a fucking cane, because I want to. I'm moving forward in my own truth. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. I don't care, because I'm living in my own world. You know what I'm saying? It's like I really like really long ponchos. I really like, hooded long sleeve sweaters and stuff. I'm adding those to my outfit. My outfit changes based off of my vibration. Don't get me wrong, I'm always going to be thrifty, but there's going to be a day where I'm wearing fine linens, and I'm going to be wearing it like it's normal. Everybody be, yo, look at this dude trying so hard. No, I'm comfortable, and I like this fabric. I like the design of it. I get my stuff custom made. Why? Not because I'm flexing on you brokies out there. No, I'm getting stuff custom made because the stores don't carry what it is that I like. That's the goal, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Speak that type of stuff into existence. I've learned to move forward in my quest for more knowledge, more understanding, a better understanding of myself, a better understanding of some of the things that people are scared of. I want a better understanding of my lower self, my evil self, my darker self, all of them. If you consider those different things, I want a better understanding of all of them. If all of those are the exact same thing to you in your walk of life and your spiritual understanding, then that's what I want to be. I want to get a better understanding of that negative aspect. There's a book I'm currently listening to. I forgot the name of it, but nevertheless, I'm listening to it right now, and they call it The Secret Enemy, which is pretty much the lower vibration of everything. With this knife, you can choose to carve out a stick that you can use for another tool. You can make you can make a harpoon out of it. You can make an arrow out of it. With this knife, that you can choose to do something productive, or you can choose this knife to harm thyself, or you can choose this knife to hurt someone else. Well, with that same instrument, which way are you going to move with it? The higher ground or the lower ground? The higher vibration or the lower vibration? I'm choosing to move forward between both. Of course, I'm not saying I'm going out there hurting people. I'm just saying, I'm choosing to get an understanding of both sides, so I can meet myself in the middle. A better understanding of my higher self, a better understanding of my lower self, so I can always remain in balance. As above, so below. And we are just the point called the now that experiences the union between both of them. That's all this is. If your life isn't looking good right here, there is something out of balance. If you are looking at your life in a way that is saying, I don't like this, then your life is out of balance, maybe as a whole, or maybe in the microcosm. You have to pay attention to the microcosm and the macrocosm, the small picture and the big picture. Okay, for example, let's just say some of you have a blockage with wealth. Okay, well, everything else in my life is freaking amazing. So this wealth thing, though, I can't make a dollar. I can't seem to hold on to money. Okay, go within. Go into your higher self and to your lower self and see which one is out of whack. See if your lower self is holding on to a limiting belief that's blocking the flow of blessings from your higher self. Likewise, what are your thoughts containing? Are you thinking of when you didn't have it all the time? You can't wait until that you're rich. You can't wait until you have money. That's your higher self that's just constantly creating those thought forms. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to have wealth. What's more powerful? I have wealth. I'm so thankful and gracious for the wealth that I've accumulated in my world, or I'm trying when I get it, when I make it, when these things fall into place. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm speaking with a different vigor right now, because it's just I finally just broken out of my depths, if you will. I feel like I've escaped my lower self, because I started to find myself getting trapped in it. Like I said before, I found myself feeling like I was coming out of the storm, but now that the storm clouds have passed, I had to get recalibrated. You know what I'm saying? Look at the positive aspect of every single thing that you have. My loneliness is still my battle. You know what I'm saying? And that means that I have to pump more love. I have to generate more love from the infinite storehouse that is within me, either whether it be my internal sun, whether it be the godliness in me, whether it be the capital G-O-D in me, whether it be Jesus, Buddha, Yahweh, Krishna, Vishnu, whatever. Y'all know I always go through the same typical list over and over and over. It's like whatever that is that resides in me, I'm tapping into that. Because when I tap into that, that's the infinite storehouse. So I'm just going to go tap in, go onto the Amazon shelf, put some love into my cart, and then ship it to myself. That's all manifestation is anyway. So that's what I'm going to keep on doing. And I'm going to always have that remembrance to apply that principle to my life. Keep moving forward. There's nothing that's to be done by looking backwards. Looking backwards, if you're running forward and looking back, inevitably your body is going to start to veer off a course. But then, like I always use the treadmill analogy. If you're trying to, like, you know, you're supposed to run with the treadmill. Well, I guess technically against it, but you know what I'm saying. You're supposed to work with the machine. You know what I'm saying. But if you start to go against it, either if you stop and stand still, the treadmill's going to fling you off. Or if you try to put your hand on the treadmill, eventually you're going to start to generate a bunch of spiritual / mental, even physical inertia, and you're going to be causing a friction between your experience in the higher realms. Your physical experience is going to be rubbing up against the spiritual happenings that are creating the experience that you are participating in right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's just my reminder, you know, with the things that I'm learning myself, I just share with y'all. You know, I just truly think that you just have to keep moving forward. Yes, sometimes you have to take a time out. Sometimes you have to take a breath. Yes, that is necessary. But then, you know, how long are you going to keep sitting there in one spot? How long are you going to stay in that timeout before that timeout becomes your new default and now you're just dwelling? You see what I'm saying? It's very important to acknowledge your shortcomings. It's very freeing to share them with the world. I know there's some people that come to me for motivation. There's people that like my attitude. They like my high vibrational talks. But one of the things I have to remind y'all of, this channel is just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a teacher. I'm just a sharer. I'm just someone that's been through this experience before or is going through it, or I am teaching you from my own shortcomings to make sure you don't have the same mistakes that I've made. That's just all I do. You know, I know some people come to me for the high vibrational stuff. They come to me for the motivation, for whatever. But sometimes I have to let y'all know that I'm not just talking out of my ass. I'm going through things too. That's what gives me stuff to always be able to talk about. You know, it's like sometimes I like, especially like on the come up, I especially don't watch it too much. But, you know, when I was actually watching the subscriber count grow, I would make a vulnerable video and like some people, oh, I don't like this. I mean, it's only 2 people out of the hundreds, out of 1,000 and some change now. But like, nevertheless, it's like that I would notice that. I'm like, wow, you just don't like people being openly vulnerable. You don't, it's like, you do realize I talk about a lot of things. Just watch what makes sense to you. But hey, whatever. I'm going to keep on moving forward. I'm going to keep on doing me. The people that rock with me are the people that rock with me. It's very simple. You know, I just let me use this moment as to express my gratitude. This channel has been amazing for me. Like, you know, just because it just helps me get my thoughts out. But this channel keeps me very responsible over my own behaviors in my personal life. Yes, there's things I do that I don't talk about on camera. I mean, it's not like it's a secret. It's just I don't feel the need that the world needs to know that just yet about me. You know, or I'm still coming to terms with certain things. Maybe I'm just not educated enough to speak on certain topics. There's certain high vibrational things I want to talk about, but I can't teach them. I can't share them yet because I don't have enough of an understanding. I have an internal understanding, but I don't have enough knowledge and practice and real world application I can use in order to project that to people. But people have been rocking with me for the longest time, and I appreciate that. I'm just a random dude on the internet, and now we're almost working our way towards 1,800 people that have liked something I've said. Like, I reflect on that, how moving forward has helped me grow. Moving forward with starting the channel has made me, you know, so much more confident in my own self. You know, to the point that I don't care if I look like a weirdo in your eyes. I look cool in my eyes. And the people that rock with me are going to rock with me. You know, when I first started wearing the goggles, even there was that little voice in the back of my head that I was like still wondering, what are people going to think about this? What are people going to think about this? But then I was like, who cares? And the second I said that, who cares, before I even purchased them, I was just walking around wearing them in the store. You know, someone gave me a compliment on them. I was like, yep, I picked something that I liked and the world reflected it. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? The law of reciprocity, you know. But anyway, that felt good. That felt good to get out. I really do love y'all. I really do appreciate y'all. Till the next one. Peace.